So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the Potager garden, which I haven't done in quite a while. So here we go, starting off here in this first bed I have my strawberries. Today I picked at least 2 large handfuls off of here, so they've been doing great. They are ever-bearing strawberries, and I've planted some pansies along the outside of the bed here. So looking great. And in the greenhouse here I've grown some peppers and some tomatoes. This is the first time I've actually used the greenhouse. I usually just use it to house my seedlings till they're ready to put in raised beds. But right here in front of me I have confetti peppers. They're the snack size pepper and variegated. They are sweet. And then beside that I have 4th of July tomatoes. And I believe they're about a 4-ounce tomato. I've grown them before actually, and they're looking really good. I got 2 of them here, one here and one there. And then on the end here, I believe I have some cherry tomatoes. They are called citrine, so they're an orange tomato. You can see I got a few there. And then I have some Hungarian wax peppers down here. And some more confetti peppers. You can see the variegation in the leaves there. And then I believe here I have a islander pepper and I believe 1 sweet sunrise pepper. And then in this one I have 2 red night peppers. All the peppers I'm growing in here are actually sweet, except for the Hungarian wax pepper there in the back. And there's one of my runners that I cut off one of my strawberry plants. I potted that to grow more strawberries. And then I have some delphiniums here I started weeks ago, and they're doing very well. And then in this 4x8 raised bed here, I planted tomatoes along the front and the back. Also some peppers on the front and peppers on the back. On the back side here I have some Brandywine pink tomatoes, and down there at that end I have the Cherokee purples. And the same way on the other side I have the Brandywine pink and the Cherokee purple at the end. But the peppers here I have on the back, because I have a few red night peppers here and some sweet sunrise peppers down there. The sweet sunrise are an orange pepper, and of course the red nights are red. And then the peppers down front on this side, I have 3 islander peppers. And then I forget what I planted down here. What did I plant? No, I believe these are, could be more sweet sunrise peppers, but I have mostly islander peppers here up front. Or no, these here are the sweet sunrise. These are the islander peppers. So all the peppers are looking great. And then we'll take a look at some of the Brandywine here. These are the Brandywine pinks. You can tell they are the Brandywine pink because they have the broad potato leaves. And you can see I do have quite a few tomatoes on here already. There's a large one there. Lots of other small ones in here. And they're doing great. They're about halfway up the trellis now. And then down here on this end, I have some Cherokee purples. See some of these tomatoes in here. More Cherokee purples there. And then turn around to this side. In this raised bed, I have the super sugar snap peas, and you can see they're doing very well. I've been picking a lot of peas off of here over the past 2 weeks, and they have gotten really tall. They get up to about 6 foot tall. And then right here in the middle, I have the dwarf Romeo cherry tree. You can see I do have a few cherries growing on it, but I've only had it for about 3 seasons, and it can get up to 8 foot tall. But so far, it looks like it's at most 3 or 4 foot. So it's doing okay in the pot, but I thought it would be a little bit bigger by now. But we actually have some cherries on there this year. And then I have some hydrangeas and some other flowers in between these 2 raised beds here. And then turn around this way, I have a 4x4 bed with some zucchini and some crookneck squash. They're coming along nicely. I'll probably get some zucchini and some crookneck squash here soon. Looking great. And for the first time, I've decided to grow a tomato arbor, and on both sides of this arbor I planted at least 6 cherry tomato plants. So I really packed them in there, and they're really growing fast. They're more than halfway up the arbor by now, so I figure probably give it another few weeks and it'll be almost to the top. And I planted some white cherry tomatoes on this arbor, and some citrine tomatoes and some black cherry tomatoes. So I can't wait to see how this tomato arbor turns out. But it's looking great so far. You can see there's also a few bean plants from last year that came up, so I'm just going to let them grow in there along with it. And then over here on the front bed of the arbor, I have some sweet potatoes, and they're coming along nicely. Beauregard sweet potatoes. And then over here in this bed, I have some sugar cube melons, and I actually planted these, or started these seeds late. It may take a little bit longer to get some melons off of these. And so I planted a few cucumbers down there at the end there. They are some bush type cucumbers. And then over here I have my Crimson Rocket peach tree, and you can see I have quite a few peaches on there right now. It'll probably be another month or two before I actually get to picking some of these. Hopefully they do well this year. And then underneath the peach trees, I had some spinach growing. It's a good place to plant my spinach, and of course my all-star gourmet lettuce here. And it's a good place to plant them because it gets a lot of shade and less chances of them bolting early. I did get quite a bit of spinach off these, so they did very well. And then this is the all-star gourmet lettuce. It did great. I use the cut and come again method. I usually cut what I need and then let more grow back. And then there's the other 4x4 raised bed over here under the peach tree. I have some Swiss chard, and it's doing great. Also some red and white Russian kale. Everything in this bed is looking good. I'll be picking some of this kale here soon.